That is a stunning piece of wood. I would have never thought in a million years that would have ended up coming out. Don't even see it very well because it's so shiny, the light's reflecting off of it. But I took that bit. So this is the project. I'm calling it my prehistoric bowl, as you can see from the title. The reason being is because it's old, chunky and rough around the edges, just like me. So sticky and horrible. So yes, yeah, nothing else to say really. It's failed. No good. So I'll see you guys next week. Fresh new project, one that works. And take care. Speak to you soon, and bye for now. Good afternoon all. Hope everybody's well. Welcome back to another Sunday Lunch Live with myself and Nikki.
Hello.
Hi. She's not feeling very well today. She's got a little bit of a cold.
A little bit, is it?
No, but I did. Well, I said to her if she wants to come in. But if not, she might leave halfway through, depending on how she feels. But anyway, welcome over to the channel. Hope you're all well. Hope you're all having a great weekend. Thank you all again for coming over and joining us on our Sunday Lunchtime Live. So, as you saw via the description or the title, it's hashtag Witch Week. So I'm going to kick it off as I normally do, and I'm going to try and turn a one piece. There's a fly in there. It's craziness. It's absolutely craziness. I'm going to try and turn a one piece witch. Well, I can turn a one piece witch. I've already done one. I'm going to show you now, and then I'm going to colour it and hopefully give you guys some inspiration on how to do one. So here's my interpretation of a witch. The googly eyes look a little bit spooky. They're only held on with blue tack on the moment because we're not 100% sure of the eyes. Nick came up with the idea of the dangly legs because we've got some Christmas ornaments that are very similar, where they sit on the edge and then the legs just hang over the top. I may on the next one bring the legs out the front here so you can set it a little bit back further because it's only just sitting on the edge, so they might want to be in the front. But anyway,
you could have done with perhaps some dangly arms as well.
Never
satisfied.
Never
No, just saying because she looks a bit silly now. Now I can see her on there.
Right, okay. Well, we will see. We might add arms,
Yeah.
but at the moment we're just going to do similar to this. So this is out of a piece of pine. It's a piece of newel post that I had, but I've actually got a piece of timber here that I'm going to use for the next one because this was just a trial. So this has been turned out of pine, coloured with the Hampshire sheen, intrinsic black and ruby red for the bead around the head, and I also coloured the cords with ruby red as well, which was still a bit wet this morning, and everything else is coloured in black. And then I went over the top with some holographic clear coat lacquer just to give it that. Can you see that sparkly effect on there? Yeah, just to give it the sparkly effect. So when it's sitting there, it's sort of got a little bit of a shimmer to it. So that was the idea I had in my head. This one could be totally different because you know what I'm like. So I'll get this other piece of wood in the lathe, and Nick will welcome you all in.
Just a sec, I've got to wind this vice in. It's just cut me out on it. So welcome everyone. So Like I say, if I miss anyone, just give me a shout at the end, but just give me a chance to scroll through everyone. So, good afternoon to Darren J. Callison, he was on first. Wood Wizardry by Colin, Sid's Repurposing, Philip Clements, Peter Cochran. We also have Mike Yu from Ilminster. We have Lawrence is on as well. Woodturning by Barry, John Scarborough, Chris Dodd, Eric Winkler's just popped in to say hello.
Oh, Eric.
We've also got Terry Bartlett's in, and Barry's Wood Creations. Also, hello to Kitey Shed, Copper Eye Woodturning, Paul the Greasby Turner. Oh, here comes a fly. Woodwork Learners on as well. John Mooney.
Zap it.
Clint at Wood Dancers. I hope I don't land on me. Norman Greenwell. Said it's breezy in Teesside. Neil M. Michelle Higgins. Steve Hale. Also, welcome to YV Woodshed. Steve Fleming. Roger Mills.
Did you say Cornish maid, Katie?
No, sorry. I might not have got that far, but
Oh, okay.
Cornish maid, Katie, sorry. No, I didn't get that far, but yeah. Trevor Reed. I think that's it. If I've missed any, oh, William Rose Creates. Right,
Well,
I think
welcome
that's
everyone.
it. If I've missed anyone, oh, Robbo Robson as well, I've missed.
Hi, Robbo. How you doing, mate? Well,
Anyone else who I've missed, apologise. If you just want to put, you didn't mention me, I'll give you a shout out at the bottom. And hope you're all well and enjoy.
I'm just going to round this.
Steve, to turn you some carrots today, Nikki. Get well soon. Barry said, sorry you're suffering with a cold, Nikki. Me too for the last week.
What we're going about,
I
unfortunately.
think I'd rather have this than COVID, though. Oh, Brian Watkins is on. He's in Costa Blanca.
Oh, right.
Alf Key is also on. I've missed.
Hi, Al.
I think they've all come on after. Gaz. Oh, I've got to have a look at this again. Gaz Glass, Driftwood Turner. Benjamin. And I think that's it. Welcome, everyone, to Steve's Sunday Lunchtime Live.
Well, I hope everybody's well. Hope everybody's had a good week.
Other than me.
I'm just going to get this rough round. I'm not going to take it down right round because obviously we're going to lose so much because it's
Door
really
60's on as well.
high door. Quite out of shape, so we can lose some of that on our shape of our witch. And it might be nice actually to try and keep some of the form of the piece for the witch, but we'll see. So
also,
I'm going to...
Sorry, also welcome to Malcolm Douglas.
Hi, Malcolm. So what I'm going to do first off is I'm going to put a tenon on the end here so we can hold in our chuck.
Also, good afternoon to Tony Hutchins and Robert Dolman as well.
Afternoon.
Thanks, Katie. Me too. Just like,
I'm just going to clean up a bit because it's not very true in there. So just take this down a little tiny bit. It's a little bit too wide. Alright, so we'll get that in our chuck now. Give us a bit better secure. Fix.
Brian at Hartwood Turners on.
Alright, Brian, how you doing, mate?
Also, I think I missed you actually. Rob CP's on as well.
Rob?
And Terry Bartlett's, but Nikki, you need a good lie down and a large brandy. Just a lie down would be good. I might have to. Trevor P. Hobby Turner's on. Also, good afternoon to Dave Gatton. Joe Senior's on as well.
Hi, Joe.
Hello, everyone. Oh, Dr. Bob's on as well.
Hi, Dr. Bob.
He's in Northern Virginia.
Right, so proportions. Obviously, you can make the hat as big or small as you like. I'm just going to go some rough sizes. You know me, I don't like to overthink things. So that's my rim of my hat. That'll be my hat.
Oh, Joe's just asked what you're making.
Oh, Joe, where was
You
you at the
missed
beginning?
it.
Oops.
You have to put it back on the
That's the
camera.
head, and that is the body. There's always one in there. There's always
So
one.
anyone that was late, you're just going to have to show them quickly.
Right, okay. Right, this is what I'm going to attempt to make. Are you ready? My googly witch.
We're not sure about the googly eyes, are we?
No, the googly eyes we stuck on with blue tack just in case.
But we didn't know what else to use instead.
But Nick came up with the idea of the dangly legs, which I think is a good idea. But only thing I might do, I might bring the legs out the front rather than bring them out the bottom. But
And
we'll see.
she needs some dangly arms as well now.
That's a thing for the future. But that's what we're going to attempt to make. What the hell are you doing?
Me mess up. Wood dude's on
Mate.
as well. I hope I missed anyone.
Right, so sizes. That's my rough sizes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by taking down some of the middle here for the head, and then some of the hat. Try and get rough shape. So I'm going to be using the 3/8 bowl gouge to start with, and then I'll transfer to the spindle gouge to finish it off. So we'll get rid of some of this.
Lawrence, after I finished laughing at what your comment said, see for your housework, you're having a laugh. You see the state of his workshop. Katie said she likes the eyes.
Does she?
I did think also small buttons, but I don't know what colour they'd be.
What, for the eyes?
Yeah. Anyway, we're not even thinking it, so. Robbo said, real turning with a skew.
No, Robbo. Don't get excited.
Amy's on as well. Hello,
Hi,
Amy.
Amy. How you doing? So I'm not going to take this right down to start with, and I'll finish it when I remove the tail stock. But what I am going to do is I'm going to just...
Terry on holiday again.
No, he's shopping, I
Oh.
think. I'm going to try and get some of the definition.
Dara's on as well.
Hi, Dara.
Hiya, Dara. Hope you're well. Oh, Katie said she's making bacon sandwiches.
Oh, Katie. Right, so now we're going to try and get some shape on their head.
Joe, you're having a laugh, ain't you? Just but get yourself to bed and get Steve to look after you. Yeah, I've done all my housework this morning. I've been doing my ironing before I come out here.
Joe, you should know, Nick, by now that whatever I did wouldn't be right anyway. So.
Darren said, but as for I, now that's overthinking it, lol. Dad's on.
Hi, Dad.
I'm even preparing carrots, even though we don't know what we're having for tea yet. I hope Stephen's going to surprise me and say, I'll cook you something lovely, my darling. Tears as you're poorly. But miracles might happen one day. How do I turn this TV on?
TV? What
For
TV?
security. I want to make sure my washing line don't die a death.
Power button underneath the bottom of the monitor. I think the head needs to be a little bit bigger.
Left or right side? Oh, don't worry.
Alright, so let's stop it and have a bit of a gander. You turned it on or not?
No, I can't get it on. I don't know which button it was. Pressed every button that was there.
Right, so as you can see, we've got a
still
bit of
standing.
we've got a bit of the hat there. We could leave that so it looks like the hat's a bit thinny, or we could make that a bit smaller. I think I'm actually going to make the head a little bit smaller and see what we can get out of that bit there.
Woodwork learner said, I'm struggling to make a bacon butty today. No bread and no bacon. David Heath, the Guildford Carpenter's on.
Hi, David.
Terry's on. Terry's on. He said, can't chat, but watch it.
Hi, Terry.
Dewey Shed's on.
Hello, how are you, sir?
Right, Dewey Shed wants to know, how do you lot get the stickers from?
I get mine from eBay. I can't remember the name of the guy, but there's a couple on eBay that I use that you just send them your logo and tell them what size you want and they'll sort the rest out, really.
Is that too loud?
Not for me, eh? So just take a little bit more out of this.
Try not to cut my finger off.
Yeah, it would really ruin your day.
Already cut it, didn't I, last night? Got a nice little curved cut in my finger where I caught it with a bread knife.
Right, so that's the head. Try and shape some of the body now. Again, you can make it whatever shape you want.
Pete from Twisted Tweez is on. Hello, Nikki. Hi, everyone. Oh, and Steve.
Oh, hi, Pete. I'm just going to bring that in nice and steady.
So, Terry, you need to let us know if you're planning on visiting your lovely daughter this month and if you fancy meeting up as well.
I'm going to put a little bit of shape in this one. That's not just bulbous. Is that a word, bulbous?
Don't know. I haven't got the energy to think about it. Just concentrate on cutting these carrots and not my finger.
So just gently take that in there a little bit.
Right, we've got La Italia del Lio on.
Who?
I don't know. Can't even say it.
A line, all that is.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. This wood could have been a little bit bigger, really. Could have been a little bit wider to get rid of some of this, these imperfections. But we'll manage. We'll manage. I'm going to take the rim down just a little bit thinner. I might just take that neck in a little bit tighter as well.
Darren said, I hear carrots. Oh, Colin said, how's everyone managing with the lack of petrol? We have diesel. We both managed to get filled up eventually, didn't we, mate?
Yep. Yep, we sure it is.
Woodwork Learner said, can't have a Sunday without the sound of carrots being chopped.
So that just neat little line in there just makes it look like there's a neck now rather than just in space. So I'm just going to put a little bit of a div in the.
Dewey said he hadn't had trouble getting it. He's not had to wait much. No lack of petrol in North Yorkshire.
I don't think petrol's the problem. I think that's diesel that's the problem. Most garages have got petrol.
Benjamin put, I mean, we all take Nikki's word for it that they're carrots. She could be chopping up anything, chocolate, fruit, the body parts of her enemies. Wivey said, no lack of fuel here. Colin didn't even have to queue when I filled up Friday. Colin said, blimey, Terry, I went to 3 stations yesterday, none had petrol. Aha, Amy just said, Steve, will you turn a brew for Witchy Poo here? He
No.
won't at the moment. I did say that earlier. John Mooney's on. He said, I was thinking of getting some jerry cans from Belgium so I could get home as none in South Kent, M20 area. Oh, God. Alf Key said, petrol, South Derbyshire, we're good. Steve Fleming, just fine, thanks. Car hasn't moved, hurt my back, and I haven't moved either. Oh no. Colin said it's the other way round here. They have diesel. Dewey Shed no diesel is easy too, as my car's diesel, no problem in South Wales. Petrol difficult to find in Kent. William Rose says he's having oxtail soup and toast in the workshop.
Ooh, nice. Oxtail soup. Used to be my favourite when I was a kid.
John Scarborough said struggling for petrol and diesel. Here, queues everywhere. I think we have enough for a week or so. Terry Bartlett said the best one yet, a woman filling a carrier bag with petrol, then tying it in a knot. A lot of petrol stations wouldn't allow that to happen, would they?
No.
Just proves how greedy the petrol stations are.
A lot of garages around here now also won't let people fill jerry cans up.
Oh yeah, no, just because of the shortage. Sorry if you're not a gardener, is it?
I'd go back the old-fashioned way. Pair of shears.
I think if they go with them on like the lawnmowers and that on the trailers, they're allowed to do it that way. But I think that's about.
Ooh, nice crack in there. Might have to seal that. Right, so let's just put a pattern mark in there. Where we're going to go. Somewhere here, I reckon. So we'll just move some of this out of the way.
I hope you get some feels soon, Colin.
Right, so I'm just going to gently bring that round. Get rid of some of this. Right, so what I'm going to try and do with that part there where I've just brought that over, I'm going to try and put my legs in that curve over, so the legs should sort of point out that way and hang down. That's the
Joe
theory.
wants to know what's the wood.
Yeah, so yeah.
Piece of wood.
I don't know, Joe, is the answer. That was a piece of wood I found in the store with all the bark loose on it, and I thought that'll do. So I'm going to move the tailstock now. And we're going to finish off the hat, making sure it's tight. And we've got a little bit of a crack in there, so I might have to repair that. I don't think I don't want it perfectly pointed because obviously a hat's not perfectly pointed.
William Rose says it looks like wool. You. Darren said it's light for walnut.
No, it's a piece of ash
Benjamin
or
said
something.
walnut.
It's a piece
Alf,
of ash.
Alf said it looks like poplar.
It's a piece of ash or something. It had a green bark on it. I'll show you the bark that came off of it. Here's the bark that came off of it. So, but anyway. So I've got a little bit of a crack in there. So what we'll do is we'll sand that back. And we'll just put a little bit of CA glue in there or super glue in there just to clear that. I don't want too much in it because obviously I want to colour it. Alright, so let's quickly sand that up. From 120 up to 400 because we're going to colour it. Extraction on helps.
So what are you going to cook me for tea then?
Nice omelette.
Ooh.
Nice healthy vegetable omelette.
Oh, thanks.
With a side portion of chips.
Everyone's got to have chips for you.
Not everything.
Most things.
I don't have chips for my breakfast.
You would if you had your way.
No, I wouldn't.
Darren said you should make the hat wonky.
Yeah, that's another kettle of fish, isn't it? Off centre turning. That's a challenge for Darren if he's doing one. He could do his little wonky, couldn't he? So as always with these, we're going to let this run for 2. If you can get your pictures in to me, email me or message me. My email address and messenger. No, messenger's obviously on Facebook, but email address is in the description, I believe. If you can get them sent over to me, what's 2 weeks from today, Nick?
Just wait a minute.
So obviously the Saturday before.
17th.
So that'll be the 16th, yeah? Is the Saturday
Yeah.
before? So if you can get them over to me by the 16th, and then what I'll do, like I always do, I'll do a bit of a video of them all, and then we can show what everybody's done, which would be nice.
Amy said make a big batch of chicken veggie noodle soup. I'm not a soup lover. I only like butternut squash soup, really.
With chips.
Don't have chips. Al said could be holly, maybe ash.
I don't know what it is. It's obviously a piece that someone's given me. I've actually started writing on them now when people give them to me, so I can remember what they are.
Steve Fleming said, has anyone noticed wood prices have gone up? You have a lot, haven't you?
Yeah, everything's gone up. OSB board that I was paying £20 a sheet for has now gone up to nearly £50 a sheet. It's ridiculous. It's nearly as cheap to buy Far Eastern ply as it is to buy OSB, which is one of the cheapest wood you could ever buy, or was one of the cheapest wood you could ever buy. Right, so that's up to 400. And now we need to give it some colour. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a burn line in everywhere where I don't want the colour. So a piece there, burn line there, and that'll stop the colours transferring from one to the other. Because obviously we want black, 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 and then a band in there, but we want the head the natural colour. So get some gloves and let's get some colour out. Actually, I was going to repair that crack. Right, so let's just repair that crack first. Just put a little bit of black CA in there, I think. So I'm using medium thick black.
Shall I put your email address on this in the chat?
You can do.
Is it just skkrafts?
Yeah, skkrafts@btnet.com. All lowercase. So I'm going to be using StarBond. StarBond, which way is it that way? StarBond black. This is medium thick. I haven't got no thin black.
So I've just put Steve's email in the link, so
that's brown.
I thought that would underline that in.
So medium thick, yeah, it's all medium thick black. So medium thick black. I don't need a lot in there, just need a little tiny bit in there.
William Rose Create says veneered MDF prices have gone through the roof as well. Amy said it's probably cheaper to import it. Woodwork learner said plant your own trees.
Yeah, I don't think that'll grow quick enough for us to use it. So I'm just going to let that dry for a second, and I'll just sand that back gently. So just sand that back. Not with that one. That's the one I'm looking for. Being thick, it won't soak into the grain like a thin would have, but it should be enough just to fill the hole. So, Hampshire Sheen Intrinsic Black. We'll do the black first. So I'm going to be putting this on with a brush so we get a nice even line. Slow the lathe down.
John Scarborough said, I thought you'd be running in the London Marathon today, Steve. Steve don't run for now.
My days have run along on. So depending on how dry this bit of wood is, it'll be depending on how many coats we have to give it. So because we've got that uneven bit of rim, I'll do this bit by hand. Or with the lathe still, should I say, not hand. Alright, so that's the hat.
Woodwork learner put Steve when he runs for chips.
Those
Daryl said, yeah, when he's stealing them off the seagulls.
damn seagulls. So that's the hat. It's a bit there, won't soak in there. Oh, there you go. So let that soak in. So we'll get a bit more into the body.
Daryl said he's surprised you didn't burn the witch, Steve.
No, I did think about it, to be honest, but I thought that'd be a bit too much, to be honest. So that's the bit we've got a little bit of a cut out in. There and there. So we'll paint those first. And then we'll put the lathe on and hopefully get the rest with the lathe going. It's quite a nice one. It's therapeutic actually when you watch this go on like this.
I thought that because she's quiet.
Clears the cobwebs. Right, so take that round as far as we can get it. Down there.
Hmm.
So I think because it's quite a thirsty bit of wood, it's going to want a couple of coats. And you could do this with an airbrush if you want to do it with an airbrush.
Why didn't you?
Because I didn't want to.
No, because you don't like the mess.
No, I didn't want to. I wanted to do it with a brush.
Steve's therapy session.
Yeah. And breathe. So you know when your wood's about had enough because that doesn't dry off so quick.
Steve Fleming said he found that the sponge paintbrushes are good for putting colour on.
They are, but I think if you're using a stain like these, you waste a lot because it soaks up it soaks into the sponge. So I think you could waste quite a bit at least with a brush, it's actually you'll take off 99% of what's on the brush. But I have got some of those sponge ones. They are quite good, like you say. But
So how you liking your new layout then? Are you getting used to it or?
yeah, it feels a bit awkward at the minute. Everything's cack-handed because everything I used to work the other way around. But I'll get used to it.
Got a lot of choice.
Yeah, because I'm not moving it back now.
Nice painted wall just for Dale.
Yeah, just for Dale. Mr. Kirkby would be, or Kirkwood, he would be happy. Right, a little bit in there. I've got to put. Now, to be honest, the white does make a lot of difference with the lighting. A lot of difference. So that's the black. Let's wash the brush out. Now, I said about doing the ring around the hat yellow, but Nick said yellow and black don't really go, so we're going to go
That does
back.
go, but it's not witchy colour, is it?
Not witchy.
Witchy.
So we'll do what I did on the other one. We'll do ruby red. So we'll put the black back, get a bit of ruby out. So I want a lot of ruby. Just do that band in ruby red. Like that. So dry a little bit. Right, so let's get the dryer on that, blur on that, just dry it off a little bit. Have I turned it on as well? Just gently dry this off. And we get some sand and cedar on it.
Amy said you could texturise the dress for a fun look.
A fun look. What would I texture it with though? Just put a little bead around it or something.
See what she comes up with.
Could put a bit of embellishment wax in it then, can I? Give it a little bit of a spooky goldy colour look. Or actually white, I suppose, would be good, wouldn't it? Over the black. Right, so that's now dry. Now dry. So I drink my coffee. Yes.
Darren said texturing tool.
Just in there. Just a thin bead, I think. Nothing high tech. Just a little bit. Got to be careful because it's quite a soft bit of wood, so. There you go. Look like a bit like a belt. So that's just the Robert Sorby texturing tool I've used there, just to get. I don't know if you can see that in there. Can you? See if I
Pete
can get
just
that.
said be careful with the white on black. It will not complement.
You can't really see it.
Completely dry, it'll be go grey.
Yeah. So I've just put a little bead in there. I don't know if you can quite see that. So I might see if I can do it a little bit deeper.
Wood Dude said it would look nice with some gilt cream.
There you go. It's a little bit more darker. You can just see the texture now.
Woodwork
So,
Learner said he just missed out on a
oh,
Sorby texturing tool for 50 quid.
oh,
Amy said, yeah, a bead and type on the bottom of the dress embellishment wax is a good idea, Steve.
there you go. So
Guess that
like
would
that.
look awesome.
Got a little bit of bleed out on the. I obviously put a bit too much do-free on there.
Yorkshire gets on.
All right, Glenn, how you doing, mate? So since we've got a bit of black on there, I think what I'm going to have to do is put a line in there and there, and there and there, and do it black so it looks like hair. Is that going to work? Because that might bleed through into the other wood. No, forget that idea. It's going to bleed through. Sand back off.
What are you doing?
Well, I was going to put hair on it because I got a bit of black bled into the head. But I really want like a pyro pen to do a definition line for the hair, and then that should hold the colour back, but we'll leave it as it is for now. Right, so now we've got a colour on, I will sand and seal that. So I'm going to use spray sand and sealer. And I haven't got cellulose sand and sealer, so I'm going to have to use acrylic, which should be okay. Right, so gently turn the sun extraction on. This is
Dara said Dremel get the burr hot so it doesn't bleed. Turn the bleed out into her hair. A lot of people have said that. Bailey Woodworks is on.
hi Bailey. So this is acrylic sand and sealer, as I haven't got any cellulose, but it should be fine. And always remember, you sand and seal before you put your embellishing wax on anyway. So just dry it off with the hot air again. I'm going to give it a couple of coats of sand and sealer so it's well sealed. I could do the hair with black acrylic paint. I might do after the live, just to get rid of that bleed into the head. The acrylic
Put real
paint.
hair on it. Not real hair, but like wool
I
hair
say,
or something. You said you got no wool, black wool or
yeah, I've got loads of
grey
black wool.
wool.
I use it all the time.
Don't be such a nonce. You know what I mean. You had loads of wool
Not black though.
when you used to do your knitting.
I know, but I've used all the black.
I've got some thin stringy stuff you could use.
I'll find something.
Ask for ideas and then you diss them. Don't know why I bother. It's bedtime yet.
All right, another coat of this.
Klondike Craftsman's on.
All right, Lewis, how you doing, bud?
Amy said some stained rope. That's what I said, Amy.
Some what?
Oh yeah, Dara's had a good idea. She said, "What about the fur you use for the gonks?"
Yeah, could do.
Well, thought Dara. Brilliant idea. And then Wivey said it as well. Lewis's driver, so he just said one hi to all.
Right. So I'm going to put one more coat on. Dry it off. And then we'll denib it.
Steve Flemmer's got to go. Catch you later, Steve. Bye.
See you later, Steve. Have a good day.
Oh, we've got a Grandpa Jim Woodturner.
Good afternoon, sir. How are you?
And he said, how about some steel wool?
Yeah.
Some great ideas.
Right. So let's get a piece of tissue and burnish this, but I'm going to do the head first because obviously we don't want to be getting the black on the head. Oops.
Dara said she's having coffee this morning instead of Coke, so her brain's working.
Bit of tissue in there now.
Woodwork Learner said, when's your next haircut?
Yeah.
Not today, eh?
Right. So that's sand and sealer on it.
You don't want gel in it as well, so.
I will be honest, I'm not a great lover of that acrylic sand and sealer. Takes a lot more to go off. Wrong drawer. Right, so we'll just put a little bit of white just in that band in the middle there, I think. A little bit of white Hampshire Sheen Embellishment wax. And we'll try and feather it out then to the rest of the piece. Right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to gently feather it down and feather it up so that fades out. It's not as nice as I'd like, but that'll do. So that's the white embellishing wax. Right, so now we've got to polish it up. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put I don't want to wax it because I want to lacquer it. I want it shiny. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish it and then I'll lacquer it afterwards. So we'll part it off. And we'll get this out of the way so we can do the feet. And like I say, once that's all together, I'll lacquer it after the live. without dropping it.
Fingers.
Good job it's dry, isn't it? So there's our witch. No worse for wear. Just got that bit on the bottom. We'll take that off on a linisher quickly. Like that. So it sits flat. It's actually a bit bigger than the other one. So now we've got to make the legs, or the feet even. And what I'm used for the last one is I used a pen blank. Is the chat very quiet today? Or?
No, just sort of chatting amongst ourselves.
Oh, are they?
Really.
Okay.
Not much.
So what I did on the other one is I cut both the legs at the same time.
Was with me by Colin said so. Drop a lot of strikes again.
That's all right. Yeah, this morning I dropped the nose of the other one. It took me 10 minutes to find it.
Did you have your glasses on? Did you, Clark?
Well, I was looking at the back of the lathe, and when I found it, it was actually at the front of the lathe. So right, so I've drilled a 5.
Hobby Turner's on. Says hi, guys and gals.
Hello, mate. How you doing? So I already drilled partly down there with a 5mm hole from the other one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shape my feet, and then I'll put another 5mm hole down there, so that gives me my hole to put my cord through. So I just did some little rounded beat, nothing high tech. I might do those ones a little bit different, put a little bit more detail on them. So that'll be our first one. Just give us a little bit more detail here. Now the fun parts. When we go, fun starts, and we've got to try and match it now. Take this down a little tiny bit. So, do they look fairly equal?
William Kenny's on. Good afternoon, everyone. I hope it's all well. Is Steve Hobby Turner? Is Steve making something that he can't make a funnel from at last? Yep. Amy said, flipping daylight savings here in Victoria. It's midnight now instead of 11. Ugh, I hate it.
We'll be there soon, couple of weeks.
Robbo said he's not saying what that looks like. Colin from Woodwisby said, why do Penturn and supply companies use odd-sized drill bits? Got one that is supposed to use 11/32. What's that in normal size, lol?
1132s. Don't know if you go on to Google and convert it, I should tell you.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh. Darren said, if you make an egg shape, then cut it in half lengthwise, it makes good feet and no duplication required. Good idea.
Yeah, that's a
Darren
good
says it
idea.
looks like a chess piece.
Yeah.
It's a good idea, actually, isn't it?
It is a very good idea. Right. So them are 2 feet. So I'm just going to
2
show
feet.
2 feet.
She definitely needs a
What?
broomstick, don't she, Amy? I can't think what was blinking called. I was going to say a wand.
A mop.
I'm not doing it. Put my foot down.
He said like Kevin then from Kevin and Perry.
Well, that's what you sound like. Not doing it.
I'm not doing a what.
A wand.
That one looks a bit. Oops. That one looks a bit bigger than that one. I don't know.
Darren said same here, Amy, but we need to form an anti-daylight saving group. But yeah, with young kids, it's hard. But Mum, it's still daylight outside. We used to have that with the girls, though, didn't we?
Yeah.
Bobby Turner said the witch needs a cat.
Oh man, they're just getting silly now.
That'd be like you could do a version of Room on the Broom, which has loads of people and animals on it.
Room on a broom.
Room on the Broom.
What on earth is that?
It's a story. It's about a witch. Has all these things on her broom.
Big broom. Oh.
Darren put lol. Nikki Benjamin said that was an excellent impression, Nikki. Darren said about a cauldron as well.
Well, when we was talking about Halloween projects,
You could have
we
left
came.
it open, really, as a.
Well, we thought that, but then we thought no, more definition's better, isn't it? Because everybody does cauldrons or um, pumpkins or things like that. Let's
They
make
don't
it a
do
bit more.
cats, do they?
How are you going to turn a cat, love?
I don't know. You didn't think you could turn a witch, but there you go.
Well, it's like a glorified snowman.
I'd come and get the fur out, but now your cameras are moved around. I'd be seeing, so I'm not.
You won't be seen. It's
Yeah,
pointing at the lathe. Right, let's get this drilled down 5mm then. So 5mm is that one, I believe. Whoops, without dropping it on the floor, Steve.
It's 2 o'clock, mate.
So good.
Bailey Woodward said, very crafty project, Steve.
Thank you.
Does it have to be turned in one, or can it be turned in?
Well, it'd be turned to whatever people want it, does it? It hasn't got to be turned in one. I just thought I'd do a witch so other people can have a go at a witch.
And that's your monthly challenge, isn't it?
It's not a challenge.
What do you call it?
It's a hashtag week witch. No,
Week
witch week.
week witch.
But it's
Witch
not.
week.
It's not a challenge. It's about having
Oh,
a go.
right.
It's just about getting in the workshop and having a go.
Sometimes though people don't know what to do they? So
Exactly, and
you
this is
get a bit
what
fed up turning the same thing. So.
this is what we all said. And at the end of the day, I am the worst culprit. I come out here and think, right, what to turn something. What do I turn? And then I'm like, well, I don't know what to do. At least with this, that gives some people ideas just to go and have a go. It don't matter what it comes out like, don't matter what it looks like. It's about having a go. Right, so just want to colour that black. So turn that on.
Hobby Turner said, "Can we have a vote? Who wants Steve to turn a cat?" Woodwork Learner said, "You can turn a cat, but they don't tend to like it." Darren said, "You could do a witch and put other items around her." Bailey said, "I think I'm now going to try and turn a cat now." Bobby Turner said, "Lol." Um, Bailey says, "Got two cats in the house that are jerks. Wouldn't mind mounting with them on the lathe." Pete said, "Oh, it's a witch. I thought it was an Aussie coal miner's snowman."
Right, so that's the black. Just let it dry a little bit.
So, what's everyone having for lunch today? Or tea, dinner, lunch? Need a bit of inspiration.
Breakfast. Right, let's part this off without dropping it. Actually, let's clean that first. Alright, so just get a craft knife and clean those bits of fluff up. So we're going to be threading our cord through there. So just get that drill bit we went through and just clean up a little bit.
Oh, Dara's having chopped barbecue brisket sandwich, Cornish crispy roll, corned beef and crisps, says Norman. Amy had a Subway. Woodwork said, "Chocolate biscuits for lunch, can't be bothered."
So I'm just colouring the bottom of these feet.
Oh, I'm going to Pete. He's having roast beef, roasted onion, cauliflower cheese, and all the usual trimmings. Sounds lush. I had roast beef for ages. Not very good at cooking beef.
Well, you can cook it, it's just like boot leather.
No, it's not like boot liver. Just, I don't know, just never got on very well cooking beef. I like to go out and have a dinner.
Right, so we'll let them dry a little bit.
Well, you did say go out, but I just can't be bothered to move. Bad enough standing here.
You're not standing, you're sat.
I ain't stood.
Right, so nose, quickly. Using the pen
Oh,
blank.
wait a minute. Benjamin said he's visited his brother. He always cooks something special and even bakes a cake. Oh, that sounds nice. Right, Brian said he's still there. He's turned in his entry for which week? Alfie's having bangers and mash. Or Alf, sorry. Darren said, "I had a pie float, a buttered-up pumpkin soup with cauliflower and broccoli pinned upside down. Try it sometime. It's South Aussie speciality and use other soups and pies if you like." Ugh. Bailey Woodwork said, "What's bangers and mash? Sausages and mashed potato, Bailey." Oh, your dad's having lamb racker ribs and chips.
Oh.
Darren said long and slow is the trick with beef, Nikki. Yeah, I know, I try.
So we'll do this one a bit of a bulbous nose, since we did the other one just a little stumpy nose.
Terry's going shopping. See you later, Terry. Have you
See
got
you
something
later,
nice
Terry.
for your tea?
Then I'll come back a little bit further then. So just gently take that down a little bit. Right, so just quickly sand that up.
Generator's gone off.
Compressor even.
Compressor. That's what I meant. Oh, John said smoke alarm's going, so that means dinner's ready. He's off. Bye, John.
So just a little bit of sand and sealer on there, just to...
Terry's having steak and chips. Michael McEwen's come on. He said good morning. Oh, sorry I'm late. Slept in this morning, 6:10 a.m. here.
Hi, Michael. Hope you're well. Right, so that's the nose.
Rex B's on as well. Hi, Rex.
Hi, Rex. So now I'll try and cut this off without losing it. Yay, I can't, I'll hold it.
You
Woo.
caught it. I have to get you a cricket glove, you know.
Cricket glove.
Yeah.
So there's our nose. So now we need to start putting it together. So let's get a board over. So black cord I used. I did this one black. Coloured it with the intrinsic colours. The legs we have, or the feet we've got. So we need to thread that through there. Then what I did is I put it through far enough and then put a blob of super glue in there and just dragged it back a little bit. So let's get the medium super glue out. And I'm using StarBond super glue. There is a link in the description if people want to have a go at it or try it. So I just gradually drag that back a little tiny bit. Just so it's pulling the glue down the hole, but splodge in the bottom there.
Hobby said the nose needs a wart on it.
Yeah. And then just a little bit of activator on it just to let it cure.
Robbo's going. He said good night all. It's bedtime.
See you later, Robbo. Thanks for coming over, mate.
Right, while you're doing that, I'm going to put the link in for Terry, who will be on tomorrow at 1 o'clock. So he's not on holiday, so you'll be pleased to know he'll be here to do his lunchtime live tomorrow. So give Terry a look out if you can. And also tomorrow night it's the turn of the gentleman Woodturner Mark, who crotch piece winged bowl Mark will be doing, and he's on at 8 o'clock tomorrow night. I'll just put the link in for him.
Alright, so that's the feet.
So that's your 2 leaks for the people for tomorrow.
So now we need to find where we're going to put our feet in. I will colour that afterwards before I lacquer it.
I might have to go in a minute. My knees are cold.
So I think we'll do this as the front with the bit out of the cat. So we'll get our drill.
Robert Dolman's got to go. Take care, Robert.
See you later, mate.
Darren said he found StarBond in Australia at CWS Carroll's Woodworking Surprise. Not the full range, but decent pricing. Good.
There you go. Good. So one leg.
So would they be able to use your discount code there then?
I don't know. They can try it.
Or is it just online?
But they'll have to try it. I haven't got a clue.
Did you get in touch with them about?
I've emailed them. I haven't had a reply back yet.
It might be worth Darren having a look and see if that's in there. Amy said she looks brilliant.
Thank you, Amy. So I don't want to. I'm going to cut the cord in half, and then we're going to try and get our legs equal, which always helps, doesn't it?
She's got a lopsided witch. Gave him a lopsided washing line.
So around
Don't know what's happened to that.
So we're going to squirt a bit of glue in the hole. Spread it in. That's the first one. So we'll do the same with the other one. We just want to make sure we don't push this one in too far. So the legs look similar. Oh, look at that. Spot on. So spray a little bit of activator on here, let it dry a little bit. Just put a little bit more around the hole. Just so that seals it.
Darren said the discount codes only work online, but the price is very good. Benjamin said, will Steve return the cat and a broom next? Shouldn't take long.
No, Ben. No, Ben, he won't.
Woodwork Learner said, is StarBond a lot better than the cheaper ones?
Yeah, I would say I don't know. I've never bought cheap super glue, so I wouldn't know. I've always bought sugar lumps, fairly decent super glue. I know you can get it from like the pound shops and that for obviously £1. But like I said, I've never bought it from places like that, so I wouldn't know. Right, so nose. So roughly in the middle where we want to be. It's roughly in the middle of that, really. So let's put it there somewhere. It's that small. Every time I put it down, I can't find it. Right, so there's our nose. So it's just a blob of super glue on there. A little bit of activator on there. Just hold it there dry. So now we need some eyes. Are we putting googly eyes on it?
We ain't got no buttons, so.
Put some googly eyes on it.
Well, you got them other things, them fluffy things.
Pom-poms.
Yeah.
I don't really want pom-poms on it. I've got to try and get these sticky bits off the back of them now.
There ain't none on them, I don't think.
Oh, isn't there?
No, you better just to glue them.
Oh my god, are you serious? With my porky fingers? Let me get a pair of tweezers.
I don't even know if they've got sticky bits on the back. You got it. Do we have a look? Give us one, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
No, because they're shiny, look.
Alright, okay. So,
You didn't want it, did you?
so
Yeah, I think you'll find that they're. Oh, wait a minute. No, they're not. I don't think they are. Does it? Oh no, because the packet's already open. I was gonna say, does it not stay on there?
I guess the other one.
Yeah, I think it's because they're shiny on the back. Usually you can see because they've got a bit of paper on them.
So there's one. God, mate. Talk about being
Steve's
delicate.
Terry's put Steve's timed this perfect. 8 minutes till the football. Ugh. Bailey said, I found that accelerators work different with different brands of glue, but I didn't find much other differences.
Right, so they look freaky, them eyes.
Next minute, Steve has eyes on his fingers. Lol.
Yeah. Googly fingers. Right, so
You should have took the ones off the other one, just use the blue tack.
right, so I'm not like I say I'm going to lacquer it afterwards. I'm not going to lacquer it now. What's the time? Half past two.
Nearly,
So
no, it is 25 past.
nearly half past two. So what I'm going to do is I will put this board back. I will
Spin it out.
lacquer it, and I will
What now?
not now. But I
Oh.
will do it after, and I will stick a picture up of it afterwards. But there she is. Legs are a little bit longer on this one.
A bit further forward.
Yeah, the actual thing sits on better. Where these ones, I drilled these ones quite far back, so they only sit on like from that area there.
Yeah, but you said it had to be a right flat surface, didn't
Yeah,
you?
yeah,
Like you
because
put
it
it
only
on
sit on the edge.
anything that's rounded.
Yeah, so no, but these legs are a little bit longer. Doesn't matter how long they are. I can always shorten them if I want to. But
God, they are long.
I
I know she's got to get on a broomstick for picnic. Roger Mills said, "What, no arms?"
Oh well, not yet. No,
Yeah, we're working on that.
yeah, I will look at it because, like Nick said, they should have arms really. So I will have a look at it. But I might see if I can buy some. You can buy little wooden hands, can't you?
I don't know. I'll look into that.
Yeah, because that'd be quite cool. Just look a bit freaky, but
You can't have wooden hands just stuck out the side of her body. It's not a snowman.
just a little stick there and there. So anyway, guys, that is my interpretation of a witch. And thank you to Nick. Nick came up with the idea of legs. I think it's a great idea because it just brings a little bit of character into them. And like she said, we've got a few Christmas ornaments that have got these like corded legs on them.
Bobby
And
Turner said the broomstick's a bit large.
yeah, but yeah, they do need some. I think she does need some or some sort of arm.
Yeah, and like Ben
Um,
said, perhaps we need to look at a mouth as well with like a tooth, like
yeah,
Nanny McPhee kinda.
yeah, but yeah, it's about having a bit of fun. It's about giving you guys an idea to get into the workshop and have a go. And I'm gonna lacquer it. I did lacquer this one like with a holographic lacquer. I don't know if I want to do it on that one. I might just do that one clear, but we'll see. But I'll get it finished, and I'll get some pictures on social media, and we'll see what happens. But I hope you've enjoyed. I hope you. It's been a bit of a laugh. It's doing things like this is always a bit of fun because it's a bit more interesting than just doing your basic
I
bowls
think you
or
need to try the
vases.
hair as well, the gonk hair. Well, for when you
I don't
lacquer
know
it.
if that'd be long enough. I think you'd be better off, like you said, with some wool, some black or brown wool, and do it that way. I think with
You'd
such
have to
long
go through your
stranding.
wool store and see if you got any.
I know I ain't got no black or brown.
Oh, cape as well, yeah.
Cape, yeah. But no, that's the interpretation. So I'd like to see your interpretations. So, like we said, um, if you want to have a go, it's all about having a go. It's about taking part and sharing what you can do. Just getting you back in the workshop or getting you in the workshop and giving you something to do other than your basic bowls and vases. So that's my interpretation. Hope you've enjoyed.
You've got
Um,
2 weeks, and they need to be at Steve's. So if you can, send them to Steve.
can you put my
I'm now
email
going
in
to
again?
put that again.
Yeah, so
Um,
if you guys can email them to me or send them to me in Messenger, because people send them to me in Instagram, and that's hard to download them off of Instagram because
send them to
I,
via
I
your
can't
email
get the
address.
I can't get the picture quality. So if you can send them to me via Messenger or email them to me, which is even better, then I'll do a collection at the end. We'll do it for 2 weeks. You know, if you can get your entries into me or your pictures, should we say, not entries. If you can get your pictures into me by the 13th, was it, Nick? Or was it the
16th.
Is that the Saturday? Is that the
Yes.
16th? So if you can get your things into me by the 16th, or your pictures into me by the 16th, then I will do a collection at the end of them and get some pictures up and do like we do before, a short video.
William Kenny says your new workspace looks great.
Thank you, thank
You've
you.
got lots of nice comments. I can't read them all out, but
Yeah, the workspace is a work in progress, but it's getting there. This is the new area. Still lots to do. Still lots of things to put on the wall because I've got stuff everywhere. But it's getting there. It's a work in progress, and it will be all right. It's just I'm now printing some things on the 3D printer to hang with chuck keys on and other bits and bobs. So it's getting there. It's taking a while, but it's getting there, and I'm hoping it's going to be beneficial. So I think we've cracked it, and it's better for us. We've got more of an environment, working environment. It's just everything at the moment is cat-candy because normally I'm working this way, but now I'm all working that way. So I'll get there. Be all right. So anyway, guys, thank you for coming over. Thank you again. Thank you for coming and joining myself and Nick for another Sunday Lunchtime Live. We will be back next Sunday. I will be back Friday night. No doubt I'll catch you guys in the week on someone's live. So don't forget, Terry TJ Turning's on tomorrow lunchtime, 1 o'clock. Mark the Jump Woodturning on tomorrow night. I believe Wayne the Woodturning's got a premiere tonight. JP and also Caitlin the Cat. So other than that, everybody else is in their normal slots. And I will see you next week. So take care. Have a great week. Speak to you soon. And bye for now. Bye-bye.
Bye.
That's all, folks.